Good evening, everybody. I hope that you all are fine. Today, I'm going to conclude this scene 1 of Act 4 of The Merchant of Venice. I hope that you will enjoy. I have been doing this series. You have already got 3 previous videos on this, what is called dealing with this scene and act. Now today it is the last video where I'm going to conclude the lesson. I hope that you will enjoy this, and thank you for your support and for your encouragement. So let's begin. Gratiano, a second Daniel, Gratiano is saying, a second Daniel, a Daniel, Jew, now infidel, I have you on the hip. Now I have you on the hip means I have caught you in the right place. I have got you in my clutch. You cannot just get free, or you cannot just escape from my clutches. Okay, so second Daniel. Now a second Daniel is allusion, as I told you, that Daniel refers to a very famous Jewish judge or jury, you can say. He was very wise in his judgment. So second Daniel, Gratiano is calling him second Daniel, a Daniel, Jew, now infidel. You are infidel. Infidel means non-believer. Actually, non-believer means usually, those who don't believe in Christianity, they are called infidel. So he is trying to call Shylock, Jew, now infidel. I have you on the hip means I have got you in my clutches. You cannot escape from my clutches. Portia, why doth the Jew pause? Take thy forfeiture. Now Portia is asking, why are you keeping quiet? You are not moving, because Shylock was very, very sad and upset because of the implication of the case. He could never imagine that Portia was going to turn the whole situation in such a way. Always Shylock thought that the case was in his favor, but Portia, because of her or his wisdom in this case, turned the whole thing upside down, and now Shylock was in a very common situation. So Shylock was quiet. So why doth the Jew pause? Take thy forfeiture. Forfeiture means your pound of flesh. According to the bond, you take that. Shylock, give me my principal. Let me go. Now Shylock sees that he is in a very difficult situation. He wants to leave the place as early as possible, taking only his principal. What was his principal? 3,000 ducats. Let me go. Now Bassanio was eagerly ready with money. I have it ready for thee. Here it is. Now Bassanio says, come on, I am ready with the money with me. Come on, take this money. Here it is. Portia, he hath refused it in the open court. He shall have merely justice and his bond. Now Portia says that he himself has refused it in the open court, that he is not going to take the principal. And before, you have seen that Portia offered him that he should take money more than what he had agreed upon. But now Shylock saw that he was in difficult situation, so he wants to take the money, and Bassanio was ready to give that. Portia, he had refused it in the open court. He shall have merely means only justice and his bond, right? Gratiano, a Daniel still, say I, a second Daniel. Gratiano is getting very exuberant, very happy to know the situation. Actually, the situation is in his favor. Second Daniel, I thank thee means you for teaching me the word. Now he is trying to say thank you to Shylock. Why? Because Shylock only had used it previously. So he is saying, I thank thee, Jew, for teaching me that word. That word means this word, Daniel word. Okay, Daniel is a judge, wise and impartial as Daniel. Now an ancient, judge. Okay, he is an ancient judge. Here judge, you can call it a metonymy also, right? Right. Now let me move on. Shylock now. Gratiano, Daniel, I thank thee, Jew, for teaching me the word. Shylock, shall I not have barely my principle? Barely means only my principle. Portia, thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture. To be so taken at thy peril, Jew. At thy peril means at your own risk. You are going to take your forfeiture, that pound of flesh, and it will be upon your own risk. To be so taken at thy peril. Peril means danger actually. Here it is risk. Jew. Shylock, why? Then the devil give him good of it. Then what is he said? Why? Then the devil give him good of it. Then I will have nothing to do with it. Let the devil help him. Him means here Antonio. Now let the devil decide. Actually he is very upset and he is angry. He doesn't want to stay here. He wants to go away. So he said, let the devil give him good of it. Of it means of this situation, of this forfeiture, etc. I will stay no longer question. Means I will no more argue here. I will stay no longer question. Means I will wait for no further argument. I am leaving. Portia. Tarry, Jew. Tarry means wait. Wait, Jew. The law hath yet another hold on you. The law hath another hold on you. What is hold on you? Power over you. It is enacted in the laws. It is enacted in the law means it is written in the law of Venice. If it be found, if it be proved against an alien. Here alien means foreigner. Now who is foreigner? The Jew is the foreigner. If it is found that an alien, that by direct or indirect attempts he seeks the life of any citizen, any citizen, the party against the which he doth contrive shall seize one half his goods, and the other half comes to the privy coffer of the state. And the offender's life lies in the mercy of the Duke only, against all other voice, in which predicament I say thou standest. For it appears by manifest proceedings that indirectly and directly too thou hast contrived against the very life of the offender, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Down therefore and beg mercy of the Duke. Very big dialogue here. Portia is saying, no, you are not going to go get free here now. The law has another hold on you, control over you. It is enacted means it is written in the law of Venice. If it is proved against an alien, now it is, who is alien here? Shylock. Shylock is alien. Sorry. By direct or indirect attempts he seeks, he means here Shylock, seeks means wants the life of any citizen, Venice citizen, the party against the which he did contrive, means the party. Here who is the party? Antonio is the party. Against, it is against the which he doth contrive. Contrive means when you do conspiracy, to contrive means to do conspiracy. Contrive. Shall seize. Shall seize is alliteration. Shall seize means shall take one half of his goods. So his half of property will go to him, to the defendant. Half of his goods. And the other half comes to the privy coffer. Privy coffer means here it is the special fund of the state. It will come to the state fund, of the state. And the offender's life. Now who is the offender? Shylock is the offender. His life lies in the mercy of the Duke only. Now mercy can be shown by the Duke only. against all other voices. Nobody can say anything against the decision of the Duke, whatever the Duke decides. In which predicament? Predicament means difficult situation. Predicament means serious condition. I say thou standest means you are standing in this kind of predicament situation. For it appears by manifest proceedings. Manifest proceeding means it appears by the plain evidence of the action. Manifest proceedings, plain action, it is appearing that indirectly and directly to you are. Directly to thou hast contrived. What is the meaning of contrived? Contrived means when you do the conspiracy, deliberately cheated, conspired against the very life of the defendant. Who is the defendant? Defendant means here the accused. And who is the accused here? The accused here? Shylock, Antonio is the accused here. And thou hast incurred. Incurred means became subject to, or you have invited the danger. You have incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Formerly by me rehearsed means formerly I have told you, I outlined you. So you yourself have invited the difficult situation, predicament situation in your favor. And now in your favor means in your life, now you have to face this, the danger formerly by me rehearsed, by me outlined. Rehearsed means I have already told you. Down therefore, you bend down and beg mercy of the Duke. Just say, forgive me, beg mercy of the Duke. Gratiano, beg that thou mayest have leave to hang thyself. Now Gratiano is very enthusiastic because he has caught Shylock in a very predicament situation. Now Gratiano is very excited about the judgment proceedings right now. Beg that thou mayest have leave to hang thyself, means you can hang yourself, means you can kill yourself by hanging. And yet, thy wealth being forfeit, now your wealth is already taken by the court or the state, to the state. Thou hast not left the value of the cord, means you don't even have money to buy the rope to hang yourself. Therefore, thou must be hanged at the state's charge, means you will have to borrow money from the state, or the state will give money to you to hang, to kill yourself. Duke, that thou shalt see the difference of our spirit. Right now the Duke is telling that thou means here you. Who is you here? Shylock. Shall see. Shall see is again alliteration. It can be called sibilance. The difference of our spirit. Now here R refers to Christian spirit. I pardon thee. I pardon means I forgive you. Thee means you. Thy life before thou ask it, means before you ask me your life, for your life, ask me for your life, I am going to forgive you from this difficult situation. You are free. You can go. But for half thy wealth means half of your wealth, it is Antonio's. Half of your wealth goes to Antonio, and the other half comes to the general state. General state means the PV coffer. It comes to the state. Means which humbleness may drive unto a fine. Okay, now here which humbleness may drive unto fine means, okay, now if you show humility and admit your guilt, the Duke may reduce your sentence to a fine. Now his sentence, okay, whatever the sentence he was going to get, he was going to reduce the sentence into fine. So which humbleness means if you are showing that you are humble and you admit your guilt, then I can change that verdict into fine. Means you have to pay only fine and then you can go. Portia, I for the state, not for Antonio. So actually fine. Now what he mentioned? Now here, I for the state, not for Antonio. Now the state can reduce it. For the state, okay, the part of the fine, but cannot interfere with the portion which is given to Antonio. Now, I for the state, not for Antonio. Now, this money, Antonio's money, I mean half of the money of Shylock is going to Antonio, that cannot be touched. Money that is going to the state, that from the state means say the state can reduce it, reduce its fine share to the fine, okay, its fine share to the, but cannot therefore with the portion which is given to Antonio, means the portion which is given to Antonio, that cannot be touched, reduction or whatever can be. So which humbleness may reduce unto fine, means the Duke was showing mercy to him, but Portia warned, no, you cannot take money from Antonio's portion, you can use that reduction of fine or whatever consideration or kindness you want to show, that will be done from the state's farm, state's PV copper. Shylock, nay, take my life and all, pardon, not that. Okay, now he is very, very upset. Nay, you take my house when you do take the prop that doth sustain my house. You take my life when you do take the means whereby I live. Now he says, no, take my life as well. Don't pardon that. You take my house when you remove my source of income. Suppose I used to earn money, that source of income is taken away. So you are indirectly taking my life. You take my life when you take away the means by which I earn a living. So he said, nay, take my life and all. Pardon not that. Why are you going to forgive me? He said, no, I can, because of your humbleness, it may change into fine. So you just, what you see, you just take my life. Don't pardon me. Don't forgive me. You take my house. You have taken my house when you do take the prop. Now here, prop refers to what? Here, you are prop means the support by which I used to earn money. Prop, that does sustain my house. Now, his earned source of earning money here, prop refers to that source of earning money. You are taking that does sustain my house, and you take the life when you do take the means whereby I live, means the way I means, if you are taking my wealth, that was his means of earning money, and if you are taking my wealth, how am I going to earn money? How am I going to sustain my life? So you take my life itself. You are indirectly taking my life. Portia, what mercy can you render him, Antonio? Now, Portia is trying to be a little soft, asking Antonio, what mercy can you show? Now, Antonio, a halter gratis. Now, a halter, halter gratis, Graitis, gratis means it is a robe free of charges. Halter gratis. Gratiano is saying, it is not Antonio. Means Gratiano is always worried and anxious to say something. Now I am ready to give him what? Robe free of charges, so that he can go and hang himself. Nothing else. For God's sake, don't give him anything. But Antonio, he was a very sober and gentle. He always was very polite. So please, my lord, the Duke and all the court, to quit the fine for 1/2 of his goods. Now Antonio is trying to tell the court that I would be pleased if the court were willing to give up the state's half and let me have the other half to use during his lifetime, and after that I will give it to the gentleman who recently eloped, married Portia, not Portia, sorry, Jessica. Jessica was the daughter of Shylock's daughter, right? Eloped with his daughter. 2 more conditions. 1, in exchange for this favor, he shall become a Christian immediately, and 2, that he makes a will here in court, leaving all the processes, leaving all he possesses at his death to his son-in-law Lorenzo and his daughter. So Antonio is now putting 2 conditions. Antonio is also trying to show mercy. What is he saying? So he's saying, so please, my lord, the duke and all the court, to quit the fine for one half of his goods. Means you just give him. Shylock may keep half of his wealth and not pay his fine. He should not pay the fine. Antonio will keep the other half, in trust for Lorenzo and Jessica. So he said to quit the fine for one half of his goods. I am content, I am satisfied, so he will let me have the other half in use. Means that will be with me to render it. It will be kept with me to render it upon his death. Upon his death, when he will die, unto the gentleman, to the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. Means eloped his daughter, he married his daughter. So I would be pleased if the court were willing to give up the state's half, and let me have the other half to use during his lifetime. After that, I will give it to the gentleman who recently eloped with his daughter. 2 more conditions. 1, in exchange for this favor, he shall become a Christian immediately, and 2, that he makes a will here in court, leaving all he possesses at the death to his son-in-law and his daughter. Means, so he wants to make sure that after his death, the money goes to Lorenzo and his wife, the daughter of Shylock, he was Jessica. So that should be actually after Jessica eloped means ran away to marry with Lorenzo, Shylock was not ready to give his property to his daughter because she had married a Christian. That is why he was not ready to do. Here Antonio is trying to make sure that Jessica and Lorenzo gets their share of property from Shylock. Duke, he shall do this, or else I do recant. Yes, he will do this. Recant means withdraw the pardon that I late pronounced here. Means I recently pronounced here that his life will not be taken. He has to give fine, but now fine also can be requited. Portia, art thou contented, Jew? What dost thou say? What do you say? Shylock, I am content. Now he says, okay, all right. So half of the money will be with him only. Portia, clerk, draw a deed. Draw a deed means prepare the document. Prepare the document. Shylock, I pray you, give me leave to go from hence. I am not well. Send the deed after me, and I will sign it. Shylock was feeling very bad because everybody was against him. There was no one to support him. He was mentally as well as physically feeling very bad and exhausted. So he says he wants to leave. I will sign that paper later, he told. Duke, get thee gone, but do it. Get thee gone means you may leave, but see that you do sign the document. The document means the deed that will be prepared in the court, so that later on Shylock cannot say that he didn't do this, he didn't sign it. Gratiano, in christening shalt thou have 2 grandfathers. In christening you will have 2 grandfathers. Had I been judge, thou shouldst have had 10 more to bring thee to the gallows, not to the font. Not to the font means, now here, yes, Gratiano is not satisfied with this decision because Gratiano wanted Shylock to be killed, to be hanged, to be punished like that, death penalty. In christening shalt thou have 2 godfathers. Now who are the godfathers? Godfathers during baptism, 2 persons, they become godfather of the child who is getting baptized. Had I been a judge, if I had been the judge, thou shouldst have had 10 more. Now 10 more to make up the jury of 12. Means if I had been judge, thou shouldst have had 10 more, so total 12, to bring thee to the gallows. Means now in this condition you are not going to be hanged, you are not going to the gallows. Now to the font, or not to the font. Not to the font means the vessel containing the holy water for baptism. Now why? He says, in christening thou shalt have two godfathers. Now yes, you may leave, but you see that you do the. Now Gratiano is not happy with this. No, in christening means during the baptism you will have two godfathers, right? Two godfathers. Now, had I been judged, if I have that, means he was going to be changed into Christianity, no? So he has to have the godfathers for his Christianity, to become Christian. But he's saying, had I been the judge, I should have had 10 more judges with me, making it 12. 10 more means to make up to 12, jury of 12, a group of judges, 12, to bring thee to the gallows. Means this, out of 12 judges, they would have definitely given you the punishment to go to the gallows, means to be hanged, not to the font. Not to the font means, font is the vessels containing holy water in the church for baptism. So I wouldn't have allowed you to be a Christian and escape your death sentence, death penalty. So Gratiano was showing that he was a little bit of cruel, more cruel I would say, right? Exit Shylock. Shylock goes out. Duke: Sir, I entreat you. I entreat means I request you home with me to dinner. Means Duke is telling whom? To Portia. Actually, he was the one, Portia, I'm calling he because he was dressed up like a man, to invite him to dine for dinner. Portia, I humbly do desire your grace of pardon. So he's very, very humbly says, Sir, I am sorry, I cannot accept your request. I must away means I must proceed this night towards Padua. Means he had come from Padua. No, she has to go now. He or she had to go. And it is meet I presently set forth. It is meet means it is right that I should immediately start my journey without any delay. Duke, I'm sorry that your leisure serves you not. I'm very sorry that your free time, you do not have leisure. You do not have leisure means your leisure serves you not. Antonio, gratify this gentleman. Gratify this gentleman means reward. Put yourselves in the service of this gentleman. For in my mind, you are much bound to him. You are much bound to him means you are under obligation to him, means he has saved your life. Now exit Duke and his train. Train means the group of people who had come inside the court with the Duke. All the people, they go out. Bassanio, most worthy gentleman, I and my friend have by your wisdom been this day acquitted. Means I have been acquitted, my friend Antonio is also acquitted, okay, of grievous penalties. Grievous penalty means they were going to be killed, no? Grievous penalties, in lieu whereof 3,000 ducats due unto the Jew. Just for 3,000 ducats, we, both of us, myself and my friend, they were caught up, and it was all because of you we are free from that difficult situation. We freely cope your courteous pains withal. Means we gladly offer this as a small compensation for your pains. Means we freely cope. Now we freely give you, cope your courteous pains withal. Means with this I would like to give you that gratitude. Cope means reward. We freely reward your courteous pain. Now courteous pain means you took the pain withal to come up here to fight for us, Antonio, and stand indebted over and above. Means, and in love and gratitude we stand indebted to you far more than that forevermore. Means we are and stand indebted. When you are indebted, you are when you borrow money from somebody, you are indebted. So here Antonio and Bassanio, they are highly obliged to Portia, right? Over and above Okay, so they were highly indebted to Portia. In love and service to you evermore. Evermore means forever. Portia, he is well paid, that is well satisfied. Means he is well paid means he is well satisfied, and in saving you, I am satisfied. I am satisfied. Okay, so he is well paid. Okay, he's now Portia is trying to say he is well paid, who is well satisfied, and in saving you, I am satisfied. Therefore, I count myself well paid, bowing, pray, remember me when we meet again. Okay, so he is well paid, that is well satisfied, means I am very satisfied with the proceedings of the case and judgment, and I am delivering you. I'm satisfied. I'm very, very satisfied, and therein do account myself well paid, means I consider myself, account myself means consider myself well paid. My mind was never yet more mercenary, means I was not ever greedy about the money, I was worried about the case. I pray you know me when we meet again. Now, Portia is giving a hint that I request you, please try to recognize me when you meet me again. You should not forget me. I wish you will, and so I take my leave. He wants to leave. Bassanio, dear sir, of force I must attempt you farther, means of force means here I am compelled to try to persuade you, means of force I must. Okay, so he is saying, dear sir, I must ask you again to take some souvenir of us as a gesture, not as a fee. Grant me two things. I beg you pardon my persistence and don't say no. So, what is it? Take, now here, what is it? Dear sir, of force means here I must, surely I must attempt you farther, means I will try to request you farther, I'm compelled to try to persuade you farther. Take some remembrance of us as a tribute, means it is as a tribute, not as a fee, means it is our tribute. What is a tribute? When you are happy with somebody or something, you want to offer him or her something, it is not the fee. So grant me two things. Number one, I pray you not to deny me, don't deny me. And number two, to pardon me that I am requesting you. Portia, you praise me far, means you are requesting me. Okay, you praise me hard means you praise me far. So you praise me hard, so I will give in, means I will give in means, and therefore I will ill means give in. I will listen to your request. Give me your gloves. Okay, give me your gloves and I will wear them for your sake. Now, Portia is trying to be a little tricky and she is trying to pull his leg now here. Give me your gloves. And for your love, I will take this ring from you. And since you are so much, Bassanio takes off his gloves, he takes it. And for your love, I will take this ring from you. And in token of your love, for your love is in token of your love, I will take this ring from you. Do not draw back your hand. Means when Portia was going to take the ring, Bassanio was drawing his hand back, pulling it hand back. I will take no more. Now he said, I will take no more. And you in love shall not deny me this. Since you love me so much, you will not deny me this, because you told that you are ready to give anything to me. Bassanio, this ring, good sir, alas, it is a trifle. Oh sir, it is nothing. This is of little value to me. I will give you something more. Actually, he was not going to give this ring because it was given by Portia. I will not shame myself to give you this. Means I don't want to give this insignificant thing. Trifle means insignificant. I will give you something more than that. Portia, I will have nothing else but only this. And now methinks I have a mind of it. Means I will not take anything, I will not take anything else, I will take only this ring. I think I have made up, I have taken a fancy for it. Means I've really been attracted by this ring and I want to take it. I have a mind to it. Bassanio, there is more depends on this than on the value. Means, this ring is more important to me than its value. Means, it is a trifle, but its value is much more than. I will give you the most valuable ring in Venice. Means, I am ready to give you the most valuable ring in Venice, and I will find it by advertising for it with respect. You must pardon me for this. So, dearest, okay. So Bassanio is not willing to give the ring. You understand why was he not going to give the ring? Because he had promised Portia that he would never give up this to anybody or take it off any time. Okay, there is more depends on this than on the value. The dearest ring in Venice will I will give you, and find it out by proclamation. I will advertise, public notification, that I want the best ring in Venice. Only for this, I pray you pardon me. Means, please don't take this one. Portia, I see, sir, you are liberal in offers. You are very liberal. You are very easy to give offers. And you taught me first to beg, and now, methinks, you teach me how a beggar should be answered. So Portia is very cunning in his or her reply, saying that, yes, you teach me how to beg first, and then you teach me how the beggar should be answered. So Bassanio said, good sir, this ring was given me by my wife, and when she put it on, she made me vow, she made me promise that I should neither sell nor give nor lose. So she promised me, so if I give it, what should I tell my Portia? That Icse serves many men to save their gifts. Now, that's an excuse many men use to keep their gifts. If your wife knew how well I deserve this ring, she would not say angry with you for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you. Now, he said, that accuse, S-C-U-S-E, actually it is here, that accuse serves many men to save their gifts. Means, the men always promise the gifts and they give excuses like this to save the gifts. And if your wife be not a mad woman, if she is not a mad woman, and know how well I have deserved this ring, I deserve this ring, she should hold out enemy forever. I mean, she will not certainly remain an angry. She should not hold out an enemy or angry with you for long for your giving this ring to me. Means, she would not hold out enemy forever. Means, she will not be angry forever with you for giving this ring to me, for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you. Okay, goodbye. Peace be with you. Now enter Portia and Nerissa. When Portia and Nerissa, they go out. Antonio, my Lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Now, Lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Okay, weigh his worthiness and my love against your wife's commandments. Means, Antonio is trying to persuade Bassanio to part with the ring. Let him have the ring. Let his deserving and my love withal. Okay, together with that, withal means together with that, be valued against your wife's commandments. What was your wife's commandments? Commands that you should never take off, you should never part with this ring. But because of me, and because of me, this reason gives me more stronger reason to give this ring to you. Let his deserving and my love. So he deserves this ring, number one. Number two, my love for you, both of this together is telling me or forcing me to request you to part with this ring. Give it to him. Bassanio, go Gratiano, run, overtake him, give him the ring and bring him if thou canst. unto Antonio's house. Away makest. Now Bassanio tells Gratiano, come on, go, run and overtake them, and overtake him, and give him the ring, and bring him, if you can, unto Antonio's house. Okay, you try to bring him to Antonio's house. Away, make haste. Go away and move fast. Now exit Gratiano. Come you, and I will. He there presently means, now come Antonio, let us go to your house quickly, and tomorrow we will leave for Belmont with all possible speed. Come Antonio. Now come you, and I will. Thither presently, thith, thither means we will go there. Presently means immediately, and in the morning early will we both fly towards Belmont, means we will just make very fast movement towards Belmont. Come Antonio. Excellent. So dear students, we have come to the end of line 456, right? 456 line. This is the end of scene 1 of Act 4. I hope that you understood this lesson. If you have still any query, any question, any doubt, you are always most welcome to write it down in the comment box. I will always be ready to reply as soon as possible. And thanks for your patience to hear me out throughout this lesson. And may God bless you for your term 2 examination. I hope that you will study this lesson minutely, and if possible I'll give you some important questions as well as some review of this scene and act, so that you find it easy in the examination to answer the question. Okay, so I would always remain grateful and thankful to all my students, viewers, parents, teachers for supporting me, for sharing these videos with many people, many schools, many organizations also. And I'm so happy that you have been doing this. I hope that you will keep on supporting me in this way, which will encourage me always to make videos like this. So let me take off right now. Bye for now. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself. God bless you.